Hello, my name is John Semple, and I am a Senior Applications Engineer and Electrical Specialist with GoEngineer. I'm excited to share some fantastic enhancements in the SOLIDWORKS 2026 electrical schematic software with you today. To get us started, let's take a look at adding manufacturer's parts to the system. One standout improvement is the upgraded feature from 2024 SP3, allowing us to import manufacturer's part references alongside circuit information using the Import Excel file functionality. Let's explore these advancements together. Found in the Manufacturer's Part Manager under the Library tab, go to the Import drop-down menu where you can select Import Excel file. We also have the option to create a base file to get started. This base file does have the option to be populated with any of the manufactured parts currently displayed in the manager. The initial release required users to enter the value for each terminal of every circuit separately, delineated in the Excel document. This year, the ability to truncate necessary entries has been introduced. We can apply a singular value to data we desire to be common across the circuit, such as the maximum number of wires and the min-max wire size. One entry per line is all we need. Next, Simulate ensures accuracy, verifying the import. Everything looks good to go. We can now select Import. Note the schematic notification of the successful import at the bottom right of your screen. Hit Close. To check out the newly imported part, activate the Filters tab and filter results down by selecting the new 2026 library. Jumping into the properties of this part, from the Circuits and Terminals tab, we can see that the max wire number and the min-max wire size data has been successfully added to this part. Let's head over to the Library tab and explore the Symbol or Manufacturer Part Manager. You'll be excited to see a fantastic enhancement in classification management. Now you can effortlessly hide any unused or default system classes, making the classification design tree much cleaner and easier to navigate when using the Symbol or Manufacturer Part Library Manager. Enjoy this simpler experience. This makes finding relevant components and symbols more streamlined, allowing for easier filtering of results. To hide system classes from the Symbol and Manufacturer Part Managers, in the ribbon, click Library, navigate to Classification Management. In the Classification Management dialog box, click Classes Visibility. In the Classes Visibility dialog box, select the classes to hide. You can select All None, Components, Cable References, Macros, and Title Blocks. When using this visibility feature, hidden classes remain visible in the Classification Management dialog box, but are removed from Library and Selection interfaces. Please note, custom subclasses under system classes remain visible to maintain the hierarchy. Next, let's talk about another exciting electrical enhancement: improved functionality in the Cable and Core dialog. With the release of SOLIDWORKS 2026, managing your cables and cores has never been easier. Take advantage of advanced filtering options and the new Switch Cable Cores command for a more efficient experience. Additionally, while managing the cables and cores, you can directly navigate to the Schematics and Component browser, allowing for easier and more effective project navigation. Here's how to access the commands. Click on Electrical Project, Cables. You can filter cables and cores using the advanced filtering options in the Filters panel. In the Cable Management dialog box, you can filter cables and cores by accessing the Filters panel, and the new panel includes filters such as Reference, Function, Harness, Separate 3D Route Assembly, Routed, Pre-reserved cables, and associated with wire. Let's take a look at a couple brief examples. First, we can filter by location, slimming down our results, allowing easier project navigation. Next, we'll take a look at filtering by function. This will again slim down our list of available cables, making project navigation easier. We also have the option to sort by harness. If we have reserved a cable for a harness, we can utilize that within our filter options. We can also evaluate the available choices underneath separate 3D route assembly, routed, pre-reserved cables, and routed with wire. You can also improve productivity when managing cables using additional commands in the cable management dialog box by utilizing several new functions in 2026. First of which, switch cable cores. This swaps two selected cable cores. During the switch, the app directly disassociates the wires for the two cores and reassociates them after the switch. You can switch cable cores within the same cable or between different cables. Go to Drawing navigates to the schematic where the cable or core is placed. Go to Browser opens the component browser and highlights the cable's origin component. Wiremark displays the wiremark text, which is either the equal potential number or the wiremark. This provides clearer wire information and improves navigation in the schematic. We've also made strides in enhancing the update and replace project data capabilities within the schematic software. Let's explore the new improvements that enhance our ability to update and replace data within an electrical project. I'll go ahead and initiate a data update to make a change to my project's data, comparing project to database information and selecting what to update if needed. When you update symbols, manufacturer parts, or cable references that have discrepancies, the system can display a warning message instead of an error message, controlled by new radio buttons on the first screen of the dialog. The option to ignore warning is added to the wizards to update or replace project data. This lets you apply the updates and replacements even when the new data is not fully compatible with the existing data. This simplifies the project data updates or replacements and improves the project management during design. Common discrepancies include the number of circuits and terminals in the manufactured part is higher in the library compared to the project. The number of cable cores in cable reference is higher. The symbol has more connection points. Again, these errors and the ability to ignore them occur both in data update and replace data commands. In the example of replacing data, we'll take a look at replacing a symbol while ignoring the warning to replace a three-phase symbol with a four-phase symbol. The software does pick up that the number of circuits is different in this instance, but still allows us to proceed with the change. Our schematic will be updated with the four-phase and we'll be allowed to continue with our edits. Another fantastic enhancement is the ability to export PDF documentation for your schematic project more efficiently. This feature was first introduced in the 2025 FDO2 update, allowing you to seamlessly export to PDF. To start, navigate to the Import-Export tab, select Export PDF Files, and the dialog opens, ready for your input. Within Export Structure, we have PDF by project, by book, or by file. Additionally, new defined document naming options are available. including editable formulas with options for folder naming and file naming conventions. Lastly, an automatic option was added to auto-rotate for landscape and portrait drawings in the project for you. On export, we have the option to update drawings and report tables drawn everywhere in the project. Here's an exported PDF. You can see that it rotates the orientation for the varying landscape and portrait drawings. The last enhancement that I would like to discuss, new to 2026, is the new Collaborative Server 4.0. Enhancements have been made to increase compatibility with modern IT environments through improved client-to-server connection functionality, ensuring smoother, more reliable collaboration in SOLIDWORKS Electrical Desktop. Remember that the Collaborative Server serves as the traffic officer for SQL data, effectively organizing traffic back to the database. Prior to the 2026 release, the Collaborative Server required firewall and port opening rules to allow for incoming traffic on both the client and the server side. Now, in 2026, only server firewalls require incoming ports open. This simplifies connection setup and troubleshooting. Finally, the last improvement that I'd like to cover today are enhancements made to the error reporting coming back when we have a connection issue with the Collaborative Server. In 2025 and beyond, we get new messages that indicate further technical detail about the communication failure.
Hello, I'm Jason Stonnell, a Senior Applications Engineer here at GoE, specializing in SOLIDWORKS Electrical. We're going to highlight some of the new enhancements in SOLIDWORKS Electrical that are going to make your lives a lot easier when working with connectors, routing, and documentation. These updates are all about saving time, reducing errors, and keeping projects more organized. In SOLIDWORKS Electrical 2026, the dynamic connector insertion menu now has an expand button that pops out into its own window. Instead of doing a huge connector into your design and then trying to sort it out in the feature panel, Electrical now breaks it into a separate window. From there, you can filter, reorder, and toggle items before placing them into the connector symbol. This is especially handy when you're working with large connectors with like 64 or 128 pins, where managing and everything in one shot used to be a little difficult. Now it's clean and it's manageable. I'll quickly add my maximum allowed wires per terminal and uncheck the terminals that I don't want to show on this particular connector symbol. Then I'll simply exit the window and place the connector. We've also added the ability to assign accessory parts directly to circuits and terminals. Think about crimps, strain reliefs, lugs, coding keys. These parts are often forgotten in the documentation, but are necessary for many types of terminals. Now you can define exactly which accessories belong in which terminal, and once it's set up, it can be reused. Even better, this information flows right in the connection label and reports, so bombs are accurate the first time. There's a couple different ways we can add accessories to terminals. We can highlight the terminal and accessory and push the associate button. Or we can highlight the terminal accessory and right-click the terminal in the bottom menu and associate accessory. And we can also drag the manufacturer's part onto the circuit to associate. To assign multiple parts to one circuit, we can highlight the parts and drag and drop as well. To remove accessories from a circuit, simply select Disassociate Circuit from the right-click menu or ribbon menu. So let's quickly add the rest of the accessories to the appropriate circuits. So we can now see the part numbers are added in the connection labels under the wire termination column. Moving into 3D, there's some helpful improvements. First is a new connection point parameters window that shows you all route points in one place. This is accessed by right-clicking the terminals in the design tree. Instead of editing stub lengths one at a time, you can now batch edit them. It's a small change, but it saves you a lot of time and effort when you're setting up your routes. Another enhancement into Electrical 3D is the ability to route only the wires that you want. Sometimes we need to route just one wire instead of routing an entire wire style or harness. Now you can just select the wire or wires you want to route. This is useful for rerouting specific wires that need to change paths, or they didn't route due to errors. If we have a single wire that did not behave as expected, we can now reroute only that wire without affecting the rest of the wires in the matching wire styles. Or harnesses. Electrical will automatically organize those wires into the right subassemblies so everything stays neat. Harnessing has also been improved with smarter tooltips. Now, if you hover over a bundle, you'll see the number of wires and their diameters. Hover over its single wire, and you'll get the mark plus the from and to terminals. It's a quick way to check details without digging through reports. Just remember that you'll need dynamic highlight turned on for this to work. And finally, connector tables and drawings have been upgraded. Now you can include extra routing details like connected pins, signal name, and wire names. If you make a change to one table, you can push that change across the entire project so everything stays consistent. This saves us quite a bit of time, so we don't have to touch each table individually. Altogether, these enhancements mean easier management of large connectors, smarter accessory handling, faster edits in 3D, and more control over wire routes, and also better harness visualization and richer, more consistent documentation.
Hey everyone, it's David, and I wanted to end the Electrical What's New section with an enhancement to 3DEXPERIENCE platform. In July of this year, we got a new role for E3D or Electrical 3D Augmented, and this new capability connects the Electrical Schematic Designer tool for schematics with our Mechanical SOLIDWORKS Connected application. It's a great option for companies that are multi-site, and whether you're on a local desktop or the cloud version, SOLIDWORKS Electrical 2026 brings even more enhancements to bring your designs to life.